Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving into what I think is a completely fascinating linguistic puzzle. It's something our human brain solves effortlessly every single day just through natural intuition. But for computers, well, it has traditionally been one of the absolute biggest hurdles in natural language processing. When we try to build systems that can actually parse, understand, and generate human text, figuring out how to resolve ambiguity is literally at the heart of making those systems work. So let's explore exactly how we do that, looking at the foundational mechanics and the evolution of what's called word sense disambiguation.
Put yourself in the shoes of a machine for a second. When you and I read, we use a lifetime of context to figure out meaning almost instantly. But a computer, it just sees raw characters and spaces. It's processing arrays of data without any innate semantic awareness whatsoever. So the foundational question we have to answer is, how does a computational system accurately parse identical words that mean entirely different things depending on where they sit in a sentence? Building a bridge between raw, mathematical character encoding and actual, nuanced semantic understanding, that is the core problem we're unpacking today.
To see why this is so tricky, take the absolute classic NLP example of the word bank. Think about it in two totally distinct contexts. She stood on the riverbank versus she deposited money in the bank. Now, to a machine just parsing strings of text, the character sequence BANK is structurally identical in both sentences. This brings us to the well-known challenge of polysemy, where a single word has related multiple meanings, or homonymy, where a word has completely unrelated meanings, like our bank example. Without a specialized engine to mathematically tell these senses apart, downstream applications, think automated translation, semantic search, or complex AI queries, are simply going to fail to capture what the user actually meant. So, what's the fix? We clearly need a systematic way to solve this ambiguity, and that is exactly where word sense disambiguation, or WSD, comes to the rescue. By definition, WSD is the task of automatically identifying which specific sense or meaning of a word is being used in a given sentence when that word has multiple possible meanings. It operates as an absolute foundational layer in NLP architectures. Seriously, if you're aiming for high-fidelity machine translation, precise information retrieval, or deploying a chatbot that actually processes user queries accurately, you absolutely must have a robust WSD system operating under the hood to anchor the semantic logic. Okay, let's look at how this actually works step by step. To solve the problem, WSD engines follow a very specific processing pipeline. Starting with the raw input text, the very first necessary step is tokenization and part-of-speech tagging. Basically, this chops the continuous text into discrete, usable tokens and figures out the grammatical role of each word. Is it a noun, a verb, an adjective? From there, that processed text is fed directly into the WSD engine. This engine fundamentally relies on consulting a comprehensive lexicon. Think of something like the massive lexical database WordNet. It evaluates all the possible meanings for our target token. And the final output? It's not just a raw text string anymore. It's disambiguated text featuring a mathematically distinct label, something like bank_sense_1, which effectively locks in the exact meaning for whatever processing happens next. Now, historically, engines relied on dictionary and knowledge-based approaches. They used those rich lexical databases like WordNet to anchor their logic. A really prime example of this methodology is the LESC algorithm. It operates like a detective, looking for clues through a very direct mechanical process. It pulls all the dictionary definitions for a target word, and then it calculates the word overlap. It literally counts how many shared words exist between those dictionary definitions and the surrounding context of the sentence. The candidate definition with the highest overlap wins. Another prominent method here measures conceptual similarity. It calculates semantic distance, essentially tracing the path links between words within the dictionary's hierarchical network to figure out just how closely related the concepts are in that specific text.
As NLP evolved, things got a lot more sophisticated, and the field shifted heavily towards supervised machine learning. This approach trains algorithms using massive annotated corpora, like SemCore for example, where human experts have painstakingly gone in and labeled the correct senses for thousands and thousands of words. The system starts with feature extraction. It systematically identifies collocations, which are just the words immediately next to the target, along with parts of speech and the broader bag of words context. Once it pulls all those features, robust classification algorithms step in. We're talking models utilizing naive Bayes, support vector machines, or k-nearest neighbors. They process these extracted features to mathematically predict the correct sense ID based entirely on statistical patterns they picked up during their training phase.
But here's the catch. Labeling all those massive datasets manually, it is incredibly resource-intensive. And that bottleneck led to semi-supervised bootstrapping methods, like the Urowski algorithm. The logic here is just brilliantly efficient. You start out with only a tiny set of manually labeled seed sentences and train a basic classifier on that initial data. Then the algorithm scans a massive unlabeled corpus, looking for new examples that it feels highly confident about. It goes ahead and labels those instances automatically, adds them back into its own training set, and iteratively retrains itself to get more and more accurate. Crucially, this whole bootstrapping trick relies on powerful linguistic heuristics. A big one is 1 sense per discourse. This is just the statistical likelihood that if a word has a specific meaning in one paragraph, it's almost definitely going to keep that exact same meaning throughout the rest of the document.
Taking the automation even further, we arrive at unsupervised methods, which are commonly known as word sense induction. Now, the huge differentiator here is that these methods completely abandon predefined dictionaries and labeled datasets. They throw them out entirely. Instead of relying on hard-coded definitions, they scan massive volumes of text and organically cluster the occurrences of a target word based purely on contextual similarity. For instance, if our word bank frequently appears near terms associated with finance and vaults, well, those instances form one distinct cluster. If it appears near terms associated with water and terrain, boom, that forms another. The system dynamically induces and discovers the distinct senses directly from observing how language is naturally distributed in real-world usage.
Fast forward to today, and deep learning paired with contextual embeddings has thoroughly transformed this entire space. State-of-the-art NLP models, think BERT, Roberta, ILMO, they generate dynamic, context-dependent mathematical representations, known as vectors, for every single word, and they process the entire surrounding sentence simultaneously. So when a modern model reads our earlier examples of a river and a financial institution, it natively pushes the mathematical vectors for the target word into completely different, distant areas of a high-dimensional vector space. The system then resolves the exact sense using simple cosine similarity calculations or by passing the data through a lightweight classification head. It's a remarkably elegant mathematical solution that just seamlessly integrates disambiguation right into the broader language modeling process.
To wrap up, consider this dynamic shift. Words with different senses naturally map to distant vector spaces. As AI masters these contexts, how will word sense disambiguation evolve to understand the unspoken intent behind our words? We've explored the entire spectrum today, taking a massive leap from simple lexical dictionary lookups through clever semi-supervised bootstrapping all the way to incredibly dynamic mathematical vector spaces. Understanding these mechanisms is absolutely key to grasping how modern algorithms process human text. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and keep questioning how computational systems are continually learning to parse the beautiful complexities of our language.